My favorite thing
And we are glad you can join us for this special coverage of the NBA preseason. A great chance to look at the year ahead. And along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And alongside us tonight, we have a very special guest you're going to enjoy. We are...
Well, guys, we know how much of a trailblazer...
You're right, D.A. He wants rings and nothing less. There'll be a lot of guys that keep... written notebooks on team styles, individual players. Some do it mentally. What did you do?
I used to do that too at the start, and then I started kind of looking at the lineage of coaches. I started figuring out that most of them come from the same coaching pedigree. Therefore, the defensive packages are pretty much the same.
So you studied coaches.
Well, yeah, because the defensive schematics are all the same. Like, if you look around now, how many Popovich disciples do you have?
A lot.
Right, so you're essentially playing against the same defensive strategy that you would see against a Popovich team. The same offensive philosophy that you see from a Popovich team. Right, so it's all consistent. It's all there.
And the Clippers starting five. We've got Patrick Beverley. Ivica Zubac is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Here's Davis, and the shot is good.
One of the surest things in the NBA right now is Anthony Davis, the ball inside, and him converting 2 points.
And the pass to Zubac. Shamet. From outside, off the mark. James outside. Floats one, and that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
When covered, LeBron James is one of the best shot makers in the history of the league, especially when he gets that close.
Beverley deciding where to go with it. In the corner, George with it. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got 5 points so far.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
This is also one of those things where you start to think about how you're going to change your defense already. If at all possible, make someone else beat you.
James in the post. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Leonard kicks to George. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Over to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kuzma pulls it in.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
And Kobe, I know you'd spend a fair amount of time watching video and scouting your opponents. How have your films changed from regular season to say, the playoffs?
I had more time to prepare in the postseason, so I can watch more film and really focus on the entire package of the team that we're facing.
Not just the guy that's defending you?
No, not just the guy that's defending me.
All of it.
But all of it,
right?
How do they play us defensively as a team? How do they play us individually? You know, how do we need to play them as a team? How do we need to play them individually? Start looking at kind of the grand scheme of things. In a regular season, you know, most of these film sessions, for me at least anyway, took place on the court, right, in between games. So when I get to the hotel, I can rest generally.
Guy's got some of the best hands in the league. Paul George instincts right there. Pokes that ball away.
LeBron can't get it to go.
And those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
Leonard finds Beverley. George, a beautiful reverse layup. 9 points in the game so far.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Green, the pass to Howard. James in the post. And the layup's good off the glass.
Defensively, that's what you're trying to prevent. And LeBron James is too good.
And here's Beverley. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The three from George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
And here is LeBron. Inside, stolen by Beverley. Shamet. Again, Los Angeles.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
James left side. and he uses the glass on the layup. LeBron's got his third basket of the night.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
And for those of us who have never played at this level, it must be a thrill to contend against the best in the world. Also with that comes a lot of pressure. How do you handle the balance between enjoying the game and the pressure that's on you in the game?
I've never felt pressure. I'm not really sure what that is. I mean, you'll have moments where you'll make game-winning shots, and it's fantastic.
Never
Everybody loves you.
nervous.
No. At times where you'll miss it, and then people won't like you very much. But then the next game, you hit a game winner, and everybody loves you. And then you miss the next one, and everybody don't like you again. Right? So why would I stress out over quote-unquote pressure? It doesn't make any sense to me.
How about the responsibility to your teammates and to your own built-in pressures to perform like Kobe Bryant?
Even that, right?
Yeah.
Even that. There'll be games where you make them, and your teammates are thanking you for it. Times when you miss it, and your teammates are like, dang, man, you got to do better. Right? So it's ebbs and flows all the time. And internally, I just do what I practice. So there's no reason for me to be nervous or apprehensive because I've done this shot thousands and thousands and thousands of times. I just have to do it one more time.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. To the middle, here's Beverly. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
James looking it over. Down low, pocket 6, and it's Davis with the jam.
Phenomenal strength there by AD to take the hit and finish that one.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for LeBron. And Bradley gets it to go.
That's instinctual play by Avery Bradley. The coaching staff loves to see him go after those kind of steals.
Here's Magruder. Harrell with it. He kicks to Harkless. And it's Magruder in the corner. To the wing on the left. On the wing, Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And to me, this is why they're winning, guys. Unlikely players stepping up huge against a defense that's really nowhere to be found.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Kobe, a lot of teams now playing a more spread-out offensive style. You played with a spread 4 and Robert Horry, R. Odom. You also played with more of a twin tower feel on your roster. Which way would you lean when you think about those different styles?
That doesn't matter to me.
You like them all?
Yeah, it just depends on the personality you have.
Right.
And with the personality you have, you make the most out of it.
That puzzle you keep talking about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just, every puzzle is built different.
Right.
Right? And you just try to do what you can with what you have. So it doesn't matter.
And you like that figuring out process.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Even though you're the same, you've got to kind of adapt now what's on your roster.
Yeah, you have to be able to adapt to the players that you have around you, you know, and understanding what they need. It's not what you need, it's what do they need. And as long as the leader of the team can make that shift, they'll be fine with whatever they have in mind.
Great description.
There's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor, and that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Magruder kicks to Green. They get a hand on it. There's Harrell. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Perfect defense. Contesting without fouling, exactly what you want to do, especially deep into the paint.
Williams against Rondo. To the paint. Here's...
Let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Williams kicks to Magruder. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And again, no good by the Clippers. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 1. First opportunity here in the preseason to go up against Los Angeles.
Yeah, and no doubt this is a team that gave them a lot of trouble last season.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Patterson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Rondo. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo.
And here we can check out the story on Avery Bradley, how he performed last season. Averaged about 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
I just want to kick back and lounge here because when this guy's hot, it's a love story. And when he's cold, it's a nightmare. So sit back, get your popcorn. Let's see what he does.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on Los Angeles. The Clippers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Shaking his head moment there, had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, KCP steady there at the line. Nice work to draw the contact.
Lakers shooting their second and third free throws tonight. The first one falls. No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Williams passes to Magruder. 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Back to Patterson. Takes the 3. They grab their own miss. Chalk up 2 there. And the Clippers lead by 1. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Williams against Rondo. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the first. Ball's knocked loose. Harkless with the steal. From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Preseason in the NBA, and it's great to have you with us. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, their efforts have been rewarded here after one. Winning the battle over second chance points has them ahead on the scoreboard.
They've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Rajon Rondo is out there with Brent. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's McGee in at the center. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. I'd love to see them get up like that.
You know, I'm sitting here listening to you talk, Kobe, about the game. You should have an academy for some of these players, really.
Yeah, I mean, I do it individually.
Yeah.
I don't do it collectively with guys, but individually I do. Like, I've had guys just come out to where I live out in Orange County, and I tell them, I said, listen, you guys can come out anytime. If I'm in town, I'm always available at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we can go 5 o'clock in the morning to 7. So I do that quite a bit with guys individually.
Magruder kicks to Harrell. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Over in the corner, Harkless. Back to Harrell. With some arc. The kick out to Williams. Over Rondo. And that one goes long. The Lakers trail. Caldwell-Pope finds McGee. Fires the 3. That shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 46%, making some buckets. From the baseline. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
No excuse for him not drilling that one there. The defense was nowhere to be found. Maybe could have taken a little more time. Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Dwight Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Davis. LeBron's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Green in for Bradley. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Williams. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 to start off the second quarter. And there's Paul George on the assist from Leonard. George has got 16 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
James against Leonard. James dishes to Howard. And the shot goes in. Howard's got his second basket of the night. And Kobe, you think about playing the game. You don't miss the physical side of it, but I know the mental side is so big for you, especially as your career went on.
Well, yeah, well, every season was a new puzzle, right? So it's, as a leader of the team, it's not so much about yourself. You have to put that to the side and think about how to put together the puzzle for your teammates. How do you put them in a situation where they're reaching their max potential?
Yes.
Right? That's what gets the championship done. So every season is exciting because the puzzle is new, right? The emotions, the goals that your teammates have are all new. And so you have to figure out how can you put them in the best possible position to be successful and in turn help us win a championship.
That's a great explanation. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Clippers are going in a new direction. Now, Coach Doc Rivers said, we had a shot. I don't think anybody understands how hard it is to win a title. Until you do that, you're going to be frustrated a lot and have to make tough decisions. Kevin?
Well, they're trying to make the right decisions to rebuild better than before, D.A. Thanks. Stolen by George. Passes to Leonard. Back to George. Pass to Zubac. In the corner, it's Patterson. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
LeBron passes to Rondo. Back to James. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Stellar anticipation by Leonard to create the fast break opportunity. That's why he's a perennial Defensive Player of the Year candidate.
LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. There's the foul against the Clippers. Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Free throw good. Kuzma. And the Black Mamba nickname, one of the things that I think fans really embrace. They know you for that. How did that all come about?
Well, honestly, watching Kill Bill.
Oh, no kidding.
No kidding. It came straight from Tarantino. When I saw him, I thanked him for it.
Oh, I like that story.
Yep, came straight from there. I looked at it and said, wow, that's an interesting angle. Look it up.
Makes sense.
Makes complete sense. Yeah.
And you like that? You like that nickname?
I did. It became my alter ego.
Yeah.
Right? So when I'm at home, I'm like a big teddy bear. I'm in a human jungle gym with my kids. But when I strap up my Mambas, I enter that zone. Right? I enter that don't play around zone.
Your opponents didn't like that zone.
One of the better perimeter defenders in the game and in the golden age of scoring point guards. Patrick Beverly doing his best to slow them down on a nightly basis.
Green, he's checked in for Los Angeles. He hits the second from the line. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
And let's check out stats for James. Great showing for him last season. 2nd in assists, 3rd in scoring, and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And back to him finishing runner-up in assists. His court vision, his ability to control the pace of the game makes him especially impossible to defend.
Just brilliant in running the pick and roll. LeBron James taking what he sees.
Clippers leading by 4. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Back to Leonard. From 13, count that one. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Rondo finds Howard. And he banks in the layup.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter. looking unstoppable here.
And as the focal point offensively, reading the defense, so critical to have that split-second reaction and trying to figure out where their defense is going in such a short time frame. It's amazing.
Well, that's part of the magic trick because it's already figured out, right, through film. So when I watch a game, I know what their coverages are. Right, so I know
you could figure out what, because there's so many coverages. I mean, let's face it.
But you know, they all kind of do the same thing. Right, so when you watch the game, you know, if I'm preparing for the Bulls or preparing for whoever, I can look and see what their defensive packages are because they can't just throw something new in there, right? Because they've been doing this defense since training camp. Right, so you're generally going to see the same rotations. So now I can put guys on the floor and set up the pieces to take advantage of that rotation.
Leonard against Kuzma. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Anthony Davis is second, LeBron James third.
And what an option either of those two guys give you. They're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
Now, quiet is Kawhi Leonard, but don't let that mistake itself for a lack of competitiveness. He has that desire and drive to continue to get better.
Davis is checked in for the Lakers. And the rejection by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Leonard's got 11.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
And it's Davis missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
LeBron with the block.
LeBron throwing that one away hard. There's a message behind that block.
And Green gets it to go.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Kawhi Leonard. The Lakers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Patrick Beverley.
A relatively rare trip to the free throw line for Green, averaging just 1 attempt per game over the course of his career.
Williams against LeBron. Shot clock at 5. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The Lakers making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. No good. That would have tied it. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Los Angeles with another miss.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
The Clippers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
James, the pass to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Well, there's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
I'd like to give a big thank you once again to Kobe Bryant for coming by, and feel free anytime to drop by and join our broadcast.
No, thank you, man. It's been wonderful. Thank you for having me.
And Brent, we know just how competitive Kobe was as a player, and it's always nice to hear a more reflective side of him when he joins us here in the booth.
Funny the things that you notice, Kevin, when you're in the booth here versus the role that you play as a player, especially for a guy who lives and breathes basketball like Kobe Bryant.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
George finds Harrell. Rebound the Lakers.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. Back to LeBron. Harkless with the steal. Here we go, all alone. Goes up. Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, this team now has to settle in right here and have a great possession without getting so aggressive that you compound your mistake.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Clippers on top, up by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 21 points, 2 steals, and 3 rebounds. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise.
And it's just about time.
And we're getting back to the action. It's the NBA preseason here on 2K Sports. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And how disruptive was he in that first half? I mean, creating havoc, causing turnovers, and really energizing his team.
So many times we talk about offensive players being in a great rhythm. Well, right now, defensively, he's in one. Great anticipation and reading those passing lanes.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Harrell. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Davis, the jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Davis has got 9. Brent, the league playing at a faster pace overall now. Will there ever come a time when every team will play with that same speed?
No, because one team will always be faster than the next. So it's never going to be exacting for every ball club. And as you and I have talked several times, Kevin, you got to play to your strengths. And even though teams are finding more positionless basketball players, some of these guys have attributes to their game where you want to get them in certain positions. That takes time.
It's all about personnel.
It's all about your personnel. And again, putting those guys in the proper place where they can succeed more often. And Sharp here to start the half. That's 3 in a row.
On deep, James. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. George looking around. Here's Harrell. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now it's a 10-point Clipper lead. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Davis, the pass to Howard. Over Harrell, and the Lakers with another miss.
And they've only connected on 1 of 4 to start the half. Their offense is sputtering just a little bit here. Beverley
against LeBron. And the rejection by LeBron. And he recovers it. 4 on the clock. Second chance shot. And it's off the back rim. No good. Lakers trail by 10. And it's time for an injury report.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Los Angeles' head athletic trainer. It's not what anyone wanted to hear, as it sounds like it's a severe injury. That is a bitter pill for them to swallow so early in the season. It clearly changes the look of this team going forward, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
We always think about when players go down, how terrible a blow it can be for the team. We wish him well and hope he's on the floor quickly.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Rajon Rondo is checked in for LeBron.
And let's take a look now. Anthony Davis's numbers. Great showing for him last season. Last season, put up about 28 points per, 11 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And you talk about a difference maker. He's a factor inside with his length and activity.
When you look at bigs, you talk to them about 2 key components: protect the rim and pound the glass. And intimidation, that helps too.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. Pass to Zubac. Shamet. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Shot clock reset for the Lakers.
Well, if they had an edge at halftime, they might have lost it. Beginning this half, 1 of 5.
And Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
George finds Zubac. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Green passes to Howard. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Davis looking for an opening. Paul George with the steal. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
A really good decision there from Paul George, quick to find the open man.
Lakers trail by 12. Paul George in 2017-18 taking his three-point shooting to new heights. In fact, Brent, the best percentage of his career. Most makes, too.
Well, he's one of the league leaders, Kevin, every year, and just becomes so dangerous from the three-point line. Playing in that secondary offensive role in OKC, he pretty much feasted on catch-and-shoot opportunities with Westbrook having the ball.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Rondo against Beverly. Up again. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Howard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Davis. Dishes to Rondo. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Rondo's got it back down to single digits for Los Angeles. And here is Los Angeles now. They've held a 12-point lead early. Beverly against Rondo. Here's Zubac. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And after the Lakers landed LeBron, the talk was about if they would add Kawhi Leonard as well. Ultimately, it didn't happen. And Lakers want to keep their young guns in the end. And LeBron has said he felt that the team was ready without Kawhi and came to the Lakers because of that youthful core they had in place.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Avery Bradley comes in for Rajon Rondo. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Williams is checked in.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Williams looking around. The 3 connects from three-point range. Williams has got 5 points so far.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trade.
A little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
And it's Magruder in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Howard. Pulls up for 3. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Lakers second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Williams dishes to Patterson. The pass to Magruder. Back to Patterson. Just 5 to shoot. Williams for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
And here's a look at some numbers for Howard. He's coming off an excellent season. 3rd in rebounding, 7th in blocks, and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And as you said, a top 3 rebounder last season. He just seems to know how the shot's going to come off the rim, and he always hustles to get there. Here's Magruder, takes the 12-footer and hits. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, most analytics will tell you that the mid-range jumper is not an efficient shot, but you see how effective with guys like that it can be.
Green is checked in for Los Angeles. Paul George comes in for Rodney Magruder. Left side, Davis. To the inside, McGee. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. McGee's got 12 in the game.
Well, that speaks to AD and just how smart he is. Really good at keeping his guys involved.
And George kicks to Williams. The three-pointer, no good.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And a contested 3 is not your objective. One more, maybe.
The shot by George, wide open. Nailed from three-point land. George has got 5 points now in the quarter. LeBron outside. Over Harkless. McGee trying to break free. James, no good.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
Down low. Shoots from 12. That shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Got to get out of his compass and just try to find himself right now and get himself going.
And it goes down 2 points. 12 points for him.
Somebody didn't get the memo. You left a clear lane for LeBron James.
George finds Williams. Off target with his 3.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Well, sometimes you just can't figure out what's wrong, but he keeps trying to push through.
And here's James outside. Drains the three-pointer. And now just a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay. You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
And another 3 for the Lakers.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, you talk about the lockdown individual defenders in this league. Don't forget about Avery Bradley. That's been his calling card from the moment he set foot in the league.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for the Lakers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Feeds it to George. Over Caldwell Pope, and the Clippers miss again. And great for Bradley, there's some disconnect as far as his defensive impact. You know, the numbers guys will say it doesn't quite match catch up to his reputation.
Yeah, I mean, more impactful as an on-ball defender than he is as, say, a help defender. Probably a little undersized for an off guard, but his commitment, no doubt, is off the charts.
Here's George. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. George has got 28 points for the game.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
James outside. Over Green. A shot by LeBron, no good. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Nobody near Williams. And hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. Now it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead. Williams against Rondo. To the middle, trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And finished off by Davis.
Whenever AD is floating around the basket like he was there, you know if he gets the ball, he's going to go for the jam.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Free throw good, Davis. There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Williams. Over Rondo. Misses there.
Well, a good defender, the wingspan and timing Rondo has on defense sometimes can be disruptive.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action after this word. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team.
We got to close this quarter out. And it's...
The NBA preseason action continues here on 2K Sports. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got JaVale McGee. LeBron James is out there with Davis. Then it's Green. And it's Rondo in at the point guard. And he converts the layup. Harkless has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Los Angeles.
Interior D lacking, and it couldn't be at a worse time giving up that easy.
Well, just an incredibly slow rotation. That is someone's responsibility and something they're going to need to discuss.
LeBron James on the wing, defended by George. And LeBron James gets it to go.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
There's Williams, and Davis sends it back. Outside Rondo. In the corner, it's James. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 5 assists tonight.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Williams against Rondo. Now here's Williams. Tight defense on him. Shoots from the line. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
And McGee kicks to Rondo. Davis, the pass to Green. Clock at 6. George against LeBron. Here's McGee. Tries again. And it's Davis laying it in. And it's a 5-point Laker lead.
They are just killing them on the interior. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the Clippers call time here.
And with Anthony Davis, you look at how young he is still. I mean, scary to think that his best games are still ahead of him. Not just this year, I'm talking like 3 or 4 years from now. He could honestly be the best player in the league in a short time.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for James. The Clippers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Leonard comes in for Harkless. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He was not happy with their defensive performance. He said they're getting everything they want. We got to show them we can't let that happen. You have to make a stand. You have to get some stops, and that'll get us going on a run. Guys.
Here's Kuzma. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And with Davis's prime just ahead of him, just what do you think his ceiling might be, Brent?
I don't know. 28 and 11 the last few years. His upside seems to be nightmarish for any opposing coach. I wouldn't be surprised to see him have multiple years of 30-plus with 12 or 14 rebounds. There's simply nothing on the court that AD cannot do.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That'll be his second foul of the game. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Davis against Leonard. Shot from 6.
And a good example of why Leonard perpetually makes the all-defensive team. You are caught on the Hawaiian Islands.
Sure. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Dwight Howard.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in for Los Angeles. They've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Pretty nice efficiency there. Left block shot on the way. Howard kicks to Kuzma. Green passes to Davis. It's tipped. Here's Leonard. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Greg, one of the stories that had started developing since last season was the talk of Kawhi Leonard wanting out. Too many soured relationships, it seemed.
And he was eventually moved after requesting a trade. Pop and the Spurs tried just about everything they could to convince him to stay. Probably the most drama for a team known for not having any drama.
James, no good. Los Angeles leading by 4. Beverly for 3. Kuzma pulls it in.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Off the run. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, the big story in the offseason was LeBron's free agency. You knew that there would be a ton of rumors flying around about where he might end up. Honestly, I'm sure he's glad it's over with and can once again focus on the court.
Leonard dishes to George. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And they double up Davis. Here's Howard. Leonard with the steal. Passes it to Zubac. The dish to Beverly. There's the 3. And James pulls it down. James has got his 5th rebound in this one. And for LeBron, it's really about the media circus, Greg, that surrounds him when he's a free agent.
And boy, it's hard because his free agency is the story in the NBA. Honestly, maybe the story in sports. The decision he made with this team completely shaped and shifted the outlook of the entire league. All other free agents and teams were just waiting to see what he'd do before the dominoes start to fall.
Howard trying to free himself up. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from James.
Well, you see the excellent skill set, and this is when you want to make an impact.
I feel like there's an uptick in the intensity as well. 4th quarter, and it's closing time.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. 5 to shoot. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You know, what a game by Leonard, but you wouldn't know it by the way he's reacting out there. Just stone-faced, but getting the job done.
James finds Green. Now here's Howard. A 3-ball. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Howard. And that's 21 points for Davis.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Howard against Leonard. Back to Beverly, trying his luck deep, and Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Lakers trail by 4. LeBron outside. Davis inside. Leonard's there. In low. In deep. Davis drops it in. Davis has got 16 points here in the second half. Clippers have gone 6 of 13, so just about 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. From deep, George. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Awesome job by AD to get the ball in a favorable spot. That's most anywhere, but comes up big with that basket.
To Beverly. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Williams is checked in. LeBron outside. He dishes it to Howard. That puts them in the lead.
Dwight Howard is used to being the go-to guy earlier on in his career in Orlando for sure, but a remarkable time for him to come up big.
A fader. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And who do you call when you need a big bucket for this team more and more? It's Kawhi.
Timeout called the Lakers. The score is tied at 100. And there's a minute 45 left in the 4th quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Well, that's when you love to see the strength of Dwight Howard marching through the defense and just ripping away the second chance opportunity for an easy score.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the 4th, right around 46-47%. Leonard kicks to Williams. Back to Leonard. Zubac the pass to Leonard. It's stolen by Davis. 1:04 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Now here's LeBron. Not a lot of room. Money!
Shocking there. That one's amazing.
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just 1 or 2 shots at the end decide the outcome.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 4. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the 4th. There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. And so they foul intentionally. Leonard with the steal.
The instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many. LeBron James, one of the best ever to do it.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 4. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. And here is Los Angeles now. Leonard finds George.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
Interesting to watch LeBron James at the line through the years. Has tried many different free throw strokes. Not a bad free throw shooter by any means, but always tinkering.
Leonard, no luck. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Hard to deny many of the skills that Dwight Howard brings to the floor on a nightly basis. Not just a force on defense, but has those nights on offense where he can be imposing as well.
From deep three-point range, and so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. LeBron, how do you think your team is right?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for this NBA preseason tip-off. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.